Akwa Ibom might do the same thing. I love what Kuda is doing, but I would love an Akwa Ibomite to do it much more, because I'm governor of Akwa Ibom State. So these are the things we're trying to do. We're creating fashion hubs. We're creating leather and shoe hubs. We have a prototype here right now. And very soon they'll start sewing all our school uniforms. They'll start producing all our shoes for our children. They'll start making boots for the military. This is a way of creating jobs using our people, our young people. We can't ship those jobs. So there are a lot of things we are planning for the youth. All I beg you is, please don't be used by our politicians to ferment trouble. When people know that they can't have anything to offer, they look for the slightest opportunity to score cheap points. And I believe that our youth should say no to those things. There's something going on right now, and they are totally confusing the people. I refuse to speak too much as a governor, because if I say the much I know, it will keep adding fuel to the fire. So the best is to keep quiet. But the truth is, I want our young people to know that what is going on cannot separate us. The power of unity in Akwa Ibom is much more than that. And people cannot bring through the back door what they did not get through the ballot boxes. These things are sponsored, and we know those behind them. Make no mistake. I cannot see why our fathers could get into a meeting and they themselves agreed to that meeting. The question to ask our fathers is, since you came out of that meeting, if you so disagreed, did you raise any issue? The question to ask our fathers, did you call the politicians when you came out of that meeting and said, this is the issue we have discussed? From the time they had that meeting to when this law is now, a bill was passed and signed, let's check how many months was that. Why was this quietness? Did this bill go through the process? There are some questions to ask here. The question to ask is, when you attended that meeting, did you eat at that meeting? Because if the meeting was that bad, I expected there should have been a walkout. No, we have to tell the Akwa Ibom people the truth. And let's put the blame where the blame should be. Did you drink water at that meeting? How did you? I will release the videos very soon. And let me see how many of them will be able to walk back to their community. Stop putting the blame on the House of Assembly. Let's put the blame where the blame is. I'm not a governor that will not speak up. I will speak up, and I will speak to the people directly. How did you leave that meeting that day? So when you go for a meeting, my understanding is, if you don't agree and you feel so aggrieved, you shouldn't have eaten. There should have been a walkout. The noise would have started from there. Then people at home should have been told. So why are we doing this now? And we want to I saw people pour libation in the 21st century. And the Bible says, to be a cause, causeless, shall not prevail. You watch what will happen. I stand on my honor to say, and I've said, if we think that it's now bad, all we thought we did was to honor our leaders. I will never get involved in traditional things. How will that benefit me as governor? Is that the money I'm looking for to do development? So if they now think that and agreed to was bad, come together. and show reasons. I sent it when I came back from my trip to the US, where the president graciously granted me the privilege to go with him. As a governor, they refused to come. I mean, have they told you that? If I came back and I hear there is some rumor and murmuring, I waited till 11 a.m. as a governor who signed their certificate. And they would forget so soon that paramount rulership is by appointment, signed by the governor. So you've done something wrong, and we suspend what is going on. But they didn't come because some politicians have hijacked them and told them, don't go, boycott him, rubbish him, let's make the state ungovernable for him so we can show our popularity. We can't be deceived anymore. I think we need to sit down and look at it. I will honor what they want. It's not my business. I'm not a traditional ruler. I will never be. Even if I'm offered, I won't take, because I'm a pastor. So please, I say this to our young people. Don't let them confuse you. We are charting a course that will make you relevant, because I'm one of you. I never had the privilege, like the chairman said. We struggled on our own. We were grouping because their leaders invested in their young ones early enough. But today, where are our young ones? What investment did we do for them? All we did was to call them out to go and make trouble, to block the roads. And here is a season where we want to put things in proper perspective and chart a course for our young people. Please don't let people confuse you. All they are trying to do is to distract me. All they are trying to do is to make me lose focus. Let me say here and now, until the day God says I'm no more governor, I will remain extremely focused. And we will run government, whether it is the BBOs, the Anangs, the Oron, we will run an all-inclusive government. I can tell you the many Anang and Oron people that are in this government. I know the number of people. The chairman of Maintain Peace Movement, who led the movement that brought me out, is an Anang man. The chairman is an Anang man. My senior special assistant on ICT, Dr. Frank Ekpenyong, is an Anang man. My senior special assistant on special duties, Barrister Morgan, is an Anang man. Does that show you that I hate Anang people? Come on. We've gone past this stage. We've gone past this stage. That irami mewe yem akok. Mewe yem sebi inami diam po. U ferite omudi angentak. Mewe yemi fonte me banka sebono kemi. This is the way we want to go in Akwa Ibom, for crying out loud. I want to have another Kuda from Akwa Ibom. Want to produce Hilda Bassi. Want to produce John Obot. Want to have those young kids, grow them, and let them become international stars. So I seize this opportunity to appeal to our young people. I think it was about Champion Breweries, generator. Back in those days, so the man came up and said, generator.
He has keen interest in human capital development of youth, While as a private entrepreneur, he had created over 2,500 jobs, thereby stimulating the local economy of his immediate community and environs. He is the visionary and convener of Ibom Ignite, an entrepreneurial platform for igniting the passion in our youth and equipping them with the mindset, skill set, and tool set needed to become business-oriented individuals, succeeding in every field of professional pursuits. In his words, I am passionately committed to creating an enabling business platform that will help shape the thinking of our youth across the board, as well as enhance their capabilities and energies. Ladies and gentlemen, with a standing ovation and a round of applause, please let's welcome His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Pastor Umo Eno. The visionary, Pastor Umo Eno, Governor of Akwa Ibom State. Pastor Umo Eno, an entrepreneur, administrator, a minister of the gospel, and a philanthropist, an accomplished hospitality professional, and a fellow of the Nigerian Hotels and Catering Institute, FNHCI, an alumnus of the Lagos Business School, a Pan-African university, a distinguished Rotarian of the Rotary International District, 9140, and a 3-star Paul Harris Fellow, is a visionary leader and an excellent public servant. For more than 35 years, he has dedicated his life to service at various levels of leadership. He now serves as an inspiration to the next generation of leaders. He has keen interest in human capital development of youth. While as a private entrepreneur, he had created over 2,500 jobs, thereby stimulating the local economy of his immediate community and environs. He is the visionary and convener of Ibom Ignite, an entrepreneurial platform for igniting the passion in our youth and equipping them with the mindset, skill set, and tool set needed to become business-oriented individuals, succeeding in every field of professional pursuits. In his words, I am passionately committed to creating an enabling business platform that will help shape the thinking of our youth across the board, as well as enhance their capabilities and energies. Ladies and gentlemen, with a standing ovation and a round of applause, please let's welcome His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Pastor Umo Eno. The visionary, Pastor Umo Eno, Governor of Akwa Ibom State. Pastor Umo Eno, an entrepreneur, administrator, a minister of the gospel, and a philanthropist, an accomplished hospitality professional, and a fellow of the Nigerian Hotels and Catering Institute, FNHCI, an alumnus of the Lagos Business School, a Pan-African university, a distinguished Rotarian of the Rotary International District, 9140, and a 3-star Paul Harris Fellow, is a visionary leader and an excellent public servant. For more than 35 years, he has dedicated his life to service at various levels of leadership. He now serves as an inspiration to the next generation.
I used to sell soft drink for my mother. In Lagos, Ikeja, we take it to the airport, and we do it very proudly. We gather ourselves in the barracks because we have to support our parents' income and source of livelihood. We gather ourselves. It was like, look, are you going? Are you going? Then we all go. We'll sell. Come back, oh boy, how much you sell? Oh boy, you know Zavi sell. You know Zavi sell. We didn't look at it as anything derogatory. We needed to help our own homes. And we did it with joy. Little did I know that later in my life, I'll be running hospitality businesses where I'll be selling soft drinks. So whatever you're going through today is a school for your tomorrow. So attend that school well. And we finished. We moved on. And then went to work, then started my own business. In 1995, I came to Akwa Ibom, relocated from Lagos, because I saw an opportunity. My young ones, chase opportunities. Look out for opportunities. Right where you are, where you live, there are opportunities. So we left Lagos. Most of my mates left for Abuja, left for Port Harcourt, some Jakpa, as it is now called. But all of the people that Jakpa, they come back to me now. Not because I'm governor. So we thought of how to help our youth. So in 2017, we started, let's bring them together. Let's bring people to talk to them. Let's bring successful people so that they can have mentors. Let's bring, so that, because at the time, it was like we are the only one left. But God said to Elijah, said, keep quiet. There are 7,000 that have not submitted to Baal. So we started bringing leaders, young people, and we bring them together. Politics is good. It shapes the destiny of people. But let me tell you, you must also have something you're doing where you learned from, where you cut your teeth. And so if you get, Kuda was in government, he came out, all of those things prepared him for what he is today. So please, our young people, as I close, I want to beg you, fix your mind on the things you want to do. This Leadership Development Center will give you the tools you need. You can walk in here, register for a program, go through the program, you get certified. There will be, there's a center where young people will come and use the computer. You go through Microsoft. There are lots of things. So you can sit down and we'll bring these things to you, make use of it. And then when we know that you can do it, the passion is right, we will support you. There is a fund already. When that fund is exhausted, we'll put in another one. Because we want to encourage you. You don't borrow money to eat, you borrow money to invest. If I go out there and I see young people, you give them 1 naira, 2 naira, it doesn't mean anything to them. We have people here. How many of you know there's a young man on Barracks Road, Franfik. Franfik sells clothes. And he started very small. But now, 2 buildings on Barracks Road. He goes out, okay, come now. I don't even know say you come, sir. If not bad thing I say, then go don't block you now. This man, many years ago, look for people that have succeeded and emulate them. Look for them. Pay the price to learn. Be an apprentice to somebody. This Oga, how many of you know him? This man, as you see and so, is a multi. He's not a politician, you know. But he whines and there's nobody he does not see in politics. He knows that they need clothes. He gives them clothes, gives them furniture, gives them everything. Tomorrow, if his people say he should come and run, he knows that he has what to eat. Thank you, sir. There are many young ones like that. UNK, young contractor, I've never known him before, was introduced to me by Hensek. And we must thank that Hensek. Because if he didn't have a spirit of growing our young ones, He wouldn't, he's a contractor himself. So why will he bring another young contractor? Please come. This is you and K. Let me show you some story. This is the Julius Berger of Akwa Ibom. Most of our roads done by this man. But I was so impressed when this man said to me, I have another young man I want you to mentor. I want to introduce him to you. Try him with small things. He's good. Let him grow also. That is the spirit of Akwa Ibom. So Ensek brought this young man to me, and I looked at him. First of all, I asked him, how old are you? I'm going to always embarrass you. Tell them it's inspiring them.
I'll be 33 in November.
33 years. So Ensek brought him. I looked at him and said, how old are you? I looked at Ensek again. I said, Oga, you want me to trust this man? He said, just like Senator Ifeon Bob was your guarantor, I will be his guarantor. Whatever equipment he doesn't have, I will support him. Let's begin to grow our young people. And so we gave him, the first job I gave him was the construction of CKS Primary School, where we are remodeling. Before we could, the process of disbursing money in government is not as easy as that. But before we could disburse, this young man had mobilized and had gotten to lintel level before he got his first disbursement. We gave 12 weeks for that construction. We're in the 7th week now, and he has roofed. Who will not love a young man like this? My dear friends, I want to assure you, if I see young people that are prepared to say we are here, we want to take our destiny in our hands, I will work with you. And that's a promise. But I need to identify you first. For 25 years, I was just between my business, my church, and my house. For 25 years, growing my business. Never cared what was happening. Never got involved in politics. Never attended public events. I live behind my business. Every night, 2 a.m., I wake up, my wife will say, where are you going? I say, I want to do a spot check. And every night I went out to do a spot check, I'll catch somebody stealing something. And so it got to a time where they don't know when I will come. So I live there. Your business and what you believe in will take your time. Focus on what you're doing. Run this race with patience. Don't do this one and do this one and do this one, because there's a cloud of witnesses watching you. Some are clapping for you to go on. Some are watching you saying you should fail. So run the business, looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of your faith. Don't make anyone your standard. Look unto him. And anyone that looked unto him has never failed. So I'd like to encourage you these 2 days. Listen, like the chairman said, make friends out of here. Not just friends to send them texts, I am sick, give me money. Send them texts to say, please, do you know who I can talk to help me solve these problems? I'm sure they will be ready to help you. So that by next year when we meet, this place will not contain us. We can think of doing it in badges or something. So the heat we are going through, let it be part of the price we pay to learn something. Thank you so much. On this note, I wish to declare this event opened to the benefit of our children, our young ones, our young entrepreneurs that will lead this nation tomorrow. In the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Thank you.
Thank you. The brass band, thank you, please. Before His Excellency gets to his seat and we take the anthem to close, let me announce, please, that immediately after this, we'll be having the lunch break. So please, you wait in this auditorium, the lunch would come. But for those with the VIP tags, you go to the cafeteria. But others just wait here, the lunch would come. Let me also acknowledge, please, before His Excellency gets to his seat, the head of SMEs from UBA, who's representing Tony Elumelu here too. We welcome you and we appreciate you for being here. Thank you so much. He's here. Thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please, the brass band, you'll be on standby for the national anthem. I'm seeing you exit. Please, please, thank you. I trust that a lot of us were inspired by the story. I trust that a lot of us are ignited to become. We thank His Excellency for declaring this conference open, and of course for all the wonderful things He shared with us. We trust that our generation would be better by far by the things they have heard. A certain university just came to my mind now, and as I said, better by far. I wasn't talking about you. Please, we'll just take the anthem, and after that, we'll wait here for lunch, the VIPs to the cafeteria. That's just for emphasis. We thank all our leaders and all our guests who are part of this. And we trust that you would be a part of the learning sessions, because after lunch, we would return to learn. This was just to open it, and it was merely a ceremony. All right, so please, let's take our seats. Let's take our seats. His Excellency wouldn't want anybody to stand for too long. You know, that's his nature. But when he gets to his seat, we'll stand again for the anthem. It's just what is supposed to happen, please. Go ahead, please.
The visionary, Pastor Umo Eno, Governor of Akwa Ibom State. Pastor Umo Eno, an entrepreneur, administrator, a minister of the gospel, and a philanthropist, an accomplished hospitality professional, and a fellow of the Nigerian Hotels and Catering Institute, FNHCI, an alumnus of the Lagos Business School, a Pan-African university, a distinguished Rotarian of the Rotary International District, 9140, and a 3-star Paul Harris Fellow, is a visionary leader and an excellent public servant. For more than 35 years, he has dedicated his life to service at various levels of leadership.
To end these opening ceremonies, and then after that we'll go for lunch. But please, after lunch we return here for the second paper for today. Your Excellency, please, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let me crave your indulgence to please rise as the brass band would lead us to end with the national anthem. The anthem, please. Nigeria's call away to serve our father's land with love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes past shall never serve with heart and might, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity.
Please, I like to make an appeal that we'll take just a little of what we can take today, and we work with the Ministry of Works. The Commissioner for Works should ensure the place is powered up properly. New ACs are brought in here today, and so that even if it means you stretching to Thursday, but please just tidy up today and let the government support you. You've done enough by yourself, and I think we can come in with the might of government now. Thank you so much.
Conference 2023 with the theme Stretch, My Story, My Business. A platform to be inspired, showcase your entrepreneurship, network, and unlock more potentials on your way to success. Is happening live at Ibom Lead Center, former E-Library, IBB Way, Uyo, Akwa, Ibom State, and online at Ibom Ignite on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube from the 26th to the 27th of September 2023 at 8 a.m. daily. Speakers, Mrs. Mfon Ekong Usoro, Chairman of Conference, Mr. Babs Ogun keynote speaker. Talk shows, Blessing Akpan, Ekaito Mo, Usenudo, Barrister Morgan Ekanem, Victoria James. Special guest of honor, His Excellency, Pastor Umo Eno, Executive Governor of Akwa Ibom State. Registered businesses will be evaluated and considered for grant in 2024. The power to create your success story is in your hands. Write that story now. I am ignited. Be ignited. We are ignited. Ibom Ignite. Igniting your passion. Ignite your passion. Live your dream. Explore your potential. Get ready to be part of the Ibom Ignite Conference 2023 with the theme Stretch, My Story, My Business. A platform to be inspired, showcase your entrepreneurship, network, and unlock more potentials on your way to success. Is happening live at Ibom Lead Center, former E-Library, IBB Way, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, and online at Ibom Ignite on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube from the 26th to the 27th of September 2023 at 8 a.m. daily. Speakers, Mrs. Mfon Ekong Usoro, Chairman of Conference, Mr. Babs Ogundei, keynote speaker. Talk shows, Blessing Akpan, Ekaito Mo, Usenudo, Barrister Morgan Ekanem, Victoria James. Special guest of honor, His Excellency, Pastor Umo Eno, Executive Governor of Akwa Ibom State. Registered businesses will be evaluated and considered for grant in 2024. The power to create your success story is in your hands. Write that story.